How's it going, guys? And welcome back to another JHR review. Today we're going to be looking at the ZealSound Professional Studio microphone. Now if we look right here, we have plug and play, noise cancel, instant mute, onboard audio control, real-time monitor, and a really nice radiant RGB. You can kind of see a diagram of what the microphone looks like on the outside. It also is going to come with some wires and some conversion attachments, such as USB-C and Lightning cable for iPhone. Let's go ahead and turn it to the side and kind of take a look. This is ZealSound K66PRO. It is a USB microphone with multiple attachments. And if we turn it around, it has the same diagram on the side. And we have a little bit right here on what it says. It is an exceptional response range with low noise, built-in shock mount with elegant design, bonus microphone foam filter, crystal clear sound for studio and outdoor usage, easy capture for every detail of your live performance. It also gives you an idea of the specs, 48 kilohertz high fidelity sound quality. Let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. Opens with a pop tab at the top, and we can just slide it right open. Looks like it comes with some foam in here. Looks like it's going to be a slide out. Let's go ahead and just slide it out. I like when everything is nice and protected and relatively encompassed. It looks as though it comes with a nice manual for how to use it, which is really cool. Let's put this box to the side real quick. So this is what the inside looks like. It looks like they store the converters right up here. Right here we have the standard iPhone Lightning cable. Let's go ahead and zoom in on that real quick. It goes from regular USB to Lightning. Let's go ahead and slide this out. We can move this to the side. Cable's at the bottom. Very nice, very protected. Even an extra layer right here to separate the cable from the mic. We have a cable right here. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like. So this is a USB to USB-C. This is the USB-C end that goes into the microphone. And something really cool on here is if you pull this out, you can do USB-C to USB-C. So you can plug this into your Samsung or any of your Android phones that use USB-C, or the newer model iPhones as well. And then we'll just go ahead and slide this out. Again, the packaging in here is immaculate. They even have an extra piece right here to protect the buttons from getting damaged. Right here is where the pop filter it's kind of like a pop filter. It helps. I can't figure out the name. I think it's the little poofy ball that goes on the end. And right here, if we rotate this, move it back a little bit, you can get a really nice look at the microphone. It has a similar design to my Blue Yeti. Has kind of that same emblem feel on the front. The mic has a decent weight to it. It doesn't feel too cheap. It feels relatively decent. There's not much I could say I could complain about, especially at its price point. It looks like you can adjust the tightness of the mic right here if you want this to not move too much, which is really cool. Yep, and it works really well. And it's still smooth even though you tighten it. It's not like squeaking or anything. All right, so we have the mute button, which doesn't seem to be a button. It's like a tap to mute, I think. We have the mic boost or gain. And then we have the headphones, which is your live feedback. You can turn this up and down, and probably works for your desktop audio as well. You can see at the bottom right here, if we zoom in a little bit, if it'll let me, we have the Zeal brand logo. And we can just, I believe, remove this right here. I'll get a nice satisfying peel if it'll let me. All right. There we go. I'll zoom back out. I'll go ahead and turn it around. We have RGB on the back, which is really neat. If we zoom in a little bit, RGB and echo. So you can change the RGB, or you can change the RGB, or you can change the amount of echo as well, which is really cool because if you're singing, that could be very beneficial. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the bottom because this is where all the, as they say, meat and potatoes are. So right here, if we turn it upside down, we have some buttons. We have the USB-C that connects. We have a button that's called Inside. I'm assuming it changes a few things a little bit. And then we have the microphone feedback as well. We're going to go ahead and test this out and plug it into my laptop. And we're going to do an audio test and kind of see how it sounds and kind of get a good gauge. Before we do that, we're just going to pop this on top. As you can see, it looks very nice. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see how it works. All right, so I have Audacity open, which is a free program for recording audio. It should be as simple as plugging the USB-C at the bottom, and it clicks right in. And then I have a USB-C on the side of the laptop, so we're just going to pop this side off. So you can either use USB-A or pop it off and use the USB-C. So I'm just going to string this along the other side and plug it in. It snaps right in. And as you can see, the lights immediately turn on, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and rotate that a bit. And if we go right up here to the audio devices, you can go to recording devices. You can see that the K66PRO has immediately appeared. So it is now connected. Before we make an audio test, which I will cut into the video, you can actually tap just with your finger. And it has an LED RGB style indicator whether or not you're muted or not, which is really nice, especially for privacy. So let's go ahead and adjust my settings. We're going to turn this down since I'm not currently listening back. And we're not going to make sure the gain isn't really, really high because it was on max. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit. And I guess we can mess with the RGB as well. So I went ahead and activated the RGB, and as you can see, it slowly cycles through some really nice colors. Feels very gamer. All right, let's go ahead and do an audio test so you guys can get a gauge on how this sounds. My room is relatively a quiet environment, so this should be a pretty nice test. This is an audio test of the microphone. I'm currently talking directly into it. It has a slight amount of gain, and I have the poofy filter on, and this is in a controlled environment with little to zero noise. As you can hear, it sounds really, really good. And if we go ahead and close my laptop, I'd like to reiterate something. If you don't have a USB-C, and you only have USB type A, which is the fat ones right here on the back, you can just simply, if I set this down really quick, you can just simply grab this, pop it back, match it up, and plug it in just like a regular USB. And boom, you have the microphone. Not to mention the fact that you can plug it into an iPhone as well. Either an older iPhone or a newer iPhone, and it is simple as just plugging it in and then plugging the end of that in. I'll show you right now. All you have to do is simply connect it, and you are good to go. This microphone can be used on Android, it can be used on iPhone, and it can be used on PC, MacBook, anything that takes USB-C. It is very well versatile, and it is small and compact, as you can see by the size of my hand. So if you want to take this with you for recording on the go, it'd be really nice, especially if you need something that's slightly higher quality. But yeah, this has been the ZealSound microphone. I'll have it linked in the description below if you would like to check it out. And as always, thank you so much for watching my videos. I will see you in the next one.